Welcome to Citizen Live at 1. I'm Julie Gishuru. In a sad story of child abuse, a 9-year-old pupil at Inaya Primary School in Butere is nursing injuries inflicted on him by an uncle. The boy was viciously beaten for allegedly delaying the purchase of cigarettes for his uncle.
This young boy, admitted to Butere Sub-County Hospital, has wounds that would on face value look like he has been involved in an accident of some kind. On the contrary, it's another sad case of physical abuse. An 9-year-old pupil at Inaya Primary School is here at Butere Sub-County Hospital after allegedly being beaten by his uncle for delaying to buy him cigarettes. Now, according to nursing officers in the pediatric ward, the injuries inflicted on his legs were serious, but the boy is in a stable condition.
The guardian beat him up with a plastic caning rod. The boy was so much in pain, could not be able to walk properly, was actually walking with very much difficulty, and was actually had to be carried by the mother.
A teacher at Inaya Primary School, where the boy is a pupil, saw the serious injuries on his legs, which prompted intervention by the school administration.
The boy also was running a fever. There were also some soft tissue injuries at the back. We made a diagnosis of severe soft tissue injuries following trauma.
Dishon Otuko, a children's officer in Butere, condemned the act and requested guardians to respect children's rights. The suspect is still free in spite of his heinous action against a minor. Willis Raburu, Citizen at 1.
Very disturbing. Now, the Wiper Disciplinary Committee is currently meeting members of Parliament from Makueni County over the row pitting Governor Professor Kivutha Kibwana and a section of MCA. Standing by with more information on this for us is Kendagor Obadia. Kendagor, please give us the latest.
Well, good afternoon to you, Judy. True indeed, we are at the Wiper Disciplinary Committee meeting, which is happening at the Wiper headquarters here in Lavington. But what is happening is that following yesterday's impeachment motion, which passed in the County Assembly of Makueni, where Governor Kivutha Kibwana stands impeached, that is, as far as the County Assembly of Makueni is concerned. And the disciplinary committee of the party now has summoned a few MCAs who are believed to be behind the entire scam that has really bedeviled the County Assembly of Embu and the entire county government of Makueni, They are being questioned by the disciplinary committee as to how all these things transpired and why it had got out of hand. A few MCAs who are now believed to be the masterminds who've been sponsoring the motion to impeach the governor appearing before this committee. They are being questioned as to how this thing happened and trying to find whether there is a way forward. It is rather too late, though, Julie, because the governor has now been impeached and the Senate is now taking over the matter, despite the fact that the Senate had instituted another committee from the Senate to arbitrate on the matter. We're receiving information that the Senate is complaining that the county assembly members as well as the governor are unwilling to cooperate. They have actually turned them to be hostile to any reconciliation efforts. And so what will happen is, of course, the Senate will take up the matter, the process of impeachment will go on, and the Senate will decide whether Governor Kivutha Kibwana will be fit to hold office or to endorse the impeachment motion. That is what is happening as far as Makueni County is concerned. We also know that the governor is said to be waiting for, he's planning to address a press conference. Maybe he has something to say about the impeachment motion. We will be able to bring to you that once it happens. Back to you, Julie.
Thank you for that, Kendagor. This raises obviously the questions of discipline within parties as well. Considering the process has gone so far already, what are the options open to the party at this point?
Well, if it is found to be that the MCAs acted against the will of the party, well, then the party will invoke the provisions of the Political Parties Act, which will which provides for disciplinary actions against any member who is acting against the interest of the party or promoting the ideals of another political party. But the issue about Makueni is basically, it doesn't have anything to do with the Wiper Party as such, but then the Wiper Party is just trying to keep its house in order to see whether there are ways of saving the county assembly from flopping. Remember, the governor himself is driving another initiative to dissolve the entire county government of Makueni and the entire county assembly. But then it is not acting against the will of the party, but because the party has not given any position as to whether Governor Kivuda Kibwana should continue staying in office or not. It's kind of belated realization or a case of a party acting too late to save its own. But then, if at all there is a position of the party and these MCAs have violated that position, then the party will take action against these MCAs. But if the MCAs will say that there is no party position in it, it is just a popular initiative in the county assembly of Makueni, then that will have to happen then. And again, as I said, it is a bit too late because the matter is now beyond them. It's beyond the county assembly of Makueni, because between today and tomorrow, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Makueni will be writing to the Speaker of the Senate to commence that impeachment process in the Senate, Julie.
Thank you so much for that, Kendagor. Now, Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of the Interior and Coordination, Joseph Olelenku, has today officially launched the Phase 2 of Pamoja initiative. The initiative seeks to foster a cohesive, unified and sustainable nation by providing safe spaces to various ethnic communities to undertake intra and inter-community dialogue with a view to building consensus on issues of conflict and mistrust. The project was first implemented in partnership with various Council of Elders of different Kenyan communities as a response to the ethnic violence of 2007 elections.
The National Council of Churches, the Interreligious Council of Kenya, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, and the Kenya Private Sector Alliance KEPSA is timely and most appropriate at this point in history of our nation. The Pamoja initiative must also bring on board other partners, actors and stakeholders. This is the very reason why we have gathered here to share ideas on the best ways we can promote a culture of national cohesion and tolerance, as well as value-based society in Kenya, especially in view of the prevailing economic, political, environmental and social cultural challenges in the country.
Well, 2 years after the infamous Baragoi massacre, a parallel court has sentenced 2 herdsmen to death over the killing of 40 police officers. According to the resident magistrate, the matter dealt a big blow to the whole nation and the 2 deserved the sentence. One of the accused is a minor and his judgment will be delivered on the 23rd of October. Mike Jenga has the details.
Suguta Valley in Baringo, Samburu County. The events that took place here in November 2012 will forever be remembered following the massacre of 42 police officers who had responded to a distress call here. On the 8th of April this year, 3 people were arrested and arraigned in court in connection with the killings. It is in search of justice that the Maral Court has found 2 of them herdsmen guilty and sentenced them to death.
The present offense cannot be underestimated in any way. Over 40 diligent officers lost their lives.
Senior Residence Magistrate Benson Kapoya found 21-year-old Paul Ekuton and 19-year-old Urian Elkayo guilty as charged and sentenced them to death. The 2 were proved guilty of robbery with violence contrary to Section 295 as read with Section 296/2 as being in possession of dangerous weapons valued at 150,000 shillings. One of the accused, Irian Elkayo, was found with a G3 rifle, while 16-year-old Ewoi Losike was found with G3 rifle, and Paul Ekotum was found with 20 rounds of ammunition, all belonging to the government of Kenya. The magistrate, though, withheld judgment for the 16-year-old since he's a minor. His judgment will be held on the 23rd of this month. According to the resident magistrate Kapoya, the gravity of the offense, where the lives of 40 police officers were lost, dealt a big blow to the nation, adding that the two deserved the sentence. According to the prosecution, the firearms found with the accused had been assigned to 3 police officers: the late police constable Benson Kangeredo, Anthony Ouma and Eric Motweri respectively, on November 11, 2012 at Lomerok in Samburu North Sub-County within Samburu County. In mitigation, the two asked the court for leniency, saying they had heavy family duties to attend to. The 16-year-old's judgment will be delivered on Thursday, the 23rd of October. Michael Njenga, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Well, it has to be said, still many more questions than answers when it comes to that Baragoi incident. Now, a police officer was shot dead last night by unknown gunmen inside a casino in Mombasa. According to witnesses, the gunmen, who were on a motorbike, shot the police officer point blank along the busy Haile Selassie Avenue at around 9:30 p.m. The fallen officer was attached to the Central Police Station in Mombasa Island and was previously transferred from the Anti-Stock Theft Unit before moving to the coastal town. Mombasa County Commander Robert Kitur declined to comment on the matter, even as the body of the deceased was taken to the Coast General Hospital mortuary. We're taking a break. Stay with Citizen Live at 1. Much more on the way.